Come on, Mom, why are you doing it to me?
With more love, we nurture those we hold dear, setting them free.
Okay, so you like this place? We're gonna come here most of them, right? So, what are you gonna do after that?
Let's make some snowmen.
Oh, really? You can try that.
Alex!
With more imagination, we bring our dreams to life together.
Wow. That's a nice motto. That's great. I did that many years ago.
And why you stopped?
I ask myself the same question. I really don't know.
You should do it again, man. Good luck!
With more inspiration, we reignite the fire inside. What drives GWM? The power of possibilities, the passion for innovation,
Where do we go, Mr.
the pursuit of perfection, empowering you to go further. GWM, go with more.
GWM, go with more.
What drives us? Curiosity to explore, passion to discover, thirst for adventure, energizing us to go further. With more courage, we scale new heights within ourselves.
我的项链不见了。
儿子，快帮姐姐回忆一下，她有没有带？
姐姐她肯定带了，不然我怎么会捡到嘞？
这臭小子。
With more spirits, we deepen our ties through the moments we share.
Looking after a horse means understanding it, not taming it. It's all on you now.
Thanks, Dad.
Take care of the farm! Enjoy your retirement, Dad!
With more possibilities, we draw strength from the past, inspiring the journey of tomorrow.
Eric! Time to go! I'm in the car. Speed up!
Come on, Mom, why are you doing it to me?
With more love, we nurture those we hold dear, setting them free.
Okay, so you like this place? We're gonna come here most of them, right? So, what are you gonna do after that?
Let's make some snowmen.
Oh, really? You can try that.
Alex!
With more imagination, we bring our dreams to life together.
Wow. That's a nice motto. That's great. I did that many years ago.
And why you stopped?
I ask myself the same question. I really don't know.
You should do it again, man. Good luck!
With more inspiration, we reignite the fire inside. What drives GWM? The power of possibilities, the passion for innovation,
Where do we go, Mr.
the pursuit of perfection, empowering you to go further. GWM, go with more.
GWM, go with more.
What drives us? Curiosity to explore, passion to discover, thirst for adventure, energizing us to go further. With more courage, we scale new heights within ourselves.
我的项链不见了。
儿子，快帮姐姐回忆一下，她有没有带？
姐姐她肯定带了，不然我怎么会见到嘞？
这臭小子。
With more spirits, we deepen our ties through the moments we share.
Looking after a horse means understanding it, not taming it. It's all on you now.
Thanks, Dad. Take care of the farm! Enjoy your retirement, Dad!
With more possibilities, we draw strength from the past, inspiring the journey of tomorrow.
Eric! Time to go! I'm in the car. Speed up!
Come on, Mom, why are you doing it to me?
With more love, we nurture those we hold dear, setting them free.
Okay, so you like this place? We're gonna come here most of them, right? So, what are you gonna do after that?
Let's make some snowmen.
Oh, really? You can try that.
With more imagination, we bring our dreams to life together.
That's a nice motto. That's great. I did that many years ago.
And why you stopped?
I ask myself the same question. I really don't know.
You should do it again, man. Good luck!
With more inspiration, we reignite the fire inside. What drives GWM? The power of possibilities, the passion for innovation,
Where do we go next year?
the pursuit of perfection, empowering you to go further. GWM, go with more.
GWM, go with more.
What drives us? Curiosity to explore, passion to discover, thirst for adventure, energizing us to go further. With more courage, we scale new heights within ourselves.
我的项链不见了，
儿子，快帮姐姐回忆一下，她有没有带？
姐姐她肯定带了，不然我怎么会捡到嘞？
这臭小子！
With more spirits, we deepen our ties through the moments we share.
Looking after a horse means understanding it, not taming it. It's all on you now.
Thanks, Dad. Take care of the farm! Enjoy your retirement, Dad!
With more possibilities, we draw strength from the past, inspiring the journey of tomorrow.
Eric! Time to go! I'm in the car. Speed up!
Come on, Mom, why are you doing it to me?
With more love, we nurture those we hold dear, setting them free.
Okay, so you like this place? We're gonna come here most of them, right? So, what are you gonna do after that?
Let's make some snowmen.
Oh, really? You can try that.
Alex!
With more imagination, we bring our dreams to life together.
Wow. That's a nice motto. That's great. I did that many years ago.
And why you stopped?
I ask myself the same question. I really don't know.
Just do it again, man. Good luck!
With more inspiration, we reignite the fire inside. What drives GWM? The power of possibilities, the passion for innovation,
Where do we go, Mr.
the pursuit of perfection, empowering you to go further. GWM, go with more.
GWM, go with more.
What drives us? Curiosity to explore, passion to discover, thirst for adventure, energizing us to go further. With more courage, we scale new heights within ourselves.
我的项链不见了，
儿子，快帮姐姐回忆一下，她有没有带？
姐姐她肯定带了，不然我怎么会捡到嘞？
这臭小子！
with more spirits. We deepen our ties through the moments we share.
Looking after a horse means understanding it, not taming it. It's all on you now.
Thanks, Dad.
Take care of the farm! Enjoy your retirement, Dad!
With more possibilities, we draw strength from the past, inspiring the journey of tomorrow.
Eric! Time to go! I'm in the car. Speed up!
Come on, Mom, why are you doing it to me?
With more love, we nurture those we hold dear, setting them free.
Okay, so you like this place? We're gonna come here most of them, right? So, what are you gonna do after that?
Let's make some snowmen.
Oh, really? You can try that.
Alex!
With more imagination, we bring our dreams to life together.
Wow. That's a nice motto. That's great. I did that many years ago.
And why you stopped?
I asked myself the same question. I really don't know.
Should do it again, man. Good luck!
With more inspiration, we reignite the fire inside. What drives GWM? The power of possibilities, the passion for innovation,
Where do we go next year?
the pursuit of perfection. empowering you to go further. GWM, go with more.
GWM, go with more.
What drives us? Curiosity to explore, passion to discover, thirst for adventure, energizing us to go further. With more courage, we scale new heights within ourselves.
儿子，快帮姐姐回忆一下，她有没有带？
姐姐她肯定带了，不然我怎么会捡到嘞？
这臭小子。
With more spirits, we deepen our ties through the moments we share.
Looking after a horse means understanding it, not taming. It's all on you now.
Thanks, Dad. Take care of the farm! Enjoy your retirement, Dad!
With more possibilities, we draw strength from the past, inspiring the journey of tomorrow.
Eric! Time to go! I'm in the car. Speed up!
Come on, Mom, why are you doing it to me?
With more love, we nurture those we hold dear, setting them free.
Okay, so you like this place? We're gonna come here most of them, right? So, what are you gonna do after that?
Let's make some snowmen.
Oh, really? You can try that.
Alex!
With more imagination, we bring our dreams to life together.
Wow. That's a nice motto. That's great. I did that many years ago.
And why you stopped?
I ask myself the same question. I really don't know.
Should do it again, man. Good luck!
With more inspiration, we reignite the fire inside. What drives GWM? The power of possibilities, the passion for innovation,
Where do we go, Mr.
the pursuit of perfection, empowering you to go further. GWM, go with more.
GWM, go with more.
What drives us? Curiosity to explore, passion to discover, thirst for adventure, energizing us to go further. With more courage, we scale new heights within ourselves.
最终呢，用热情，你们卡兄弟追求三不行的两个图示。他定义的才能按照天九点半真正会忙不决定把完成。
我的项链不见了。
儿子，快帮姐姐回忆一下，她有没有带？
姐姐她肯定带了，不然我怎么会捡到嘞？
这臭小子！
With more spirits, we deepen our ties through the moments we share.
Looking after a horse means understanding it, not taming. It's all on you now.
Thanks, Dad.
Take care of the farm!
Enjoy your retirement, Dad.
With more possibilities, we draw strength from the past, inspiring the journey of tomorrow.
Eric! Time to go! I'm in the car. Speed up!
Come on, Mom, why are you doing it to me?
With more love, we nurture those we hold dear, setting them free.
Okay, so you like this place? We're gonna come here most of them, right? So, what are you gonna do after that?
Let's make some snowmen.
Oh, really? You can try that.
Alex!
With more imagination, we bring our dreams to life together.
That's a nice motto. That's great. I did that many years ago.
And why you stopped?
I ask myself the same question. I really don't know.
Should do it again, man. Good luck!
With more inspiration, we reignite the fire inside. What drives GWM? The power of possibilities, the passion for innovation,
Where do we go, Mr.
the pursuit of perfection, empowering you to go further. GWM, go with more.
GWM, go with more.
What drives us? Curiosity to explore, passion to discover, thirst for adventure, energizing us to go further. With more courage, we scale new heights within ourselves.
就这种了用热气，你们卡上的追求三不行的那个处。他天气的天呢，俺最天就得被这种快慢不决定了。
我的项链不见了。
儿子，快帮姐姐回忆一下，她有没有带？
姐姐她肯定带了，不然我怎么会捡到嘞？
这臭小子。
With more spirits, we deepen our ties through the moments we share.
Looking after a horse means understanding it, not taming. It's all on you now.
Thanks, Dad. Take care of the farm! Enjoy your retirement, Dad!
With more possibilities, we draw strength from the past, inspiring the journey of tomorrow.
Eric! Time to go! I'm in the car. Speed up!
Come on, Mom, why are you doing it to me?
With more love, we nurture those we hold dear, setting them free.
Okay, so you like this place? We're gonna come here most of them, right? So, what are you gonna do after that?
Let's make some snowmen.
Oh, really? You can try that.
Alex!
With more imagination, we bring our dreams to life together.
Wow. That's a nice motto. That's great. I did that many years ago.
And why you stopped?
I asked myself, The same question. I really don't know.
You should do it again, man. Good luck!
With more inspiration, we reignite the fire inside. What drives GWM? The power of possibilities, the passion for innovation,
Where do we go next year?
the pursuit of perfection, empowering you to go further. GWM, go with more.
GWM, go with more.
What drives us? Curiosity to explore, passion to discover, thirst for adventure, energizing us to go further.
First, the engine drives the generator to rotate and generate electricity, converting mechanical energy into electrical energy. Then, through the generator's controller, the electrical energy is transmitted to the drive motor controller battery DC to DC converter. The drive motor controller then transmits the electrical energy back to the drive motor, which in turn converts the electrical energy back to mechanical energy. Finally, it is transmitted to the wheels through the main reducer and differential. The efficiency is at least 13% lower than direct drive. We believe the range extended. 他刚才把我搬走的。谁？就刚才那个小伙子。对，他说是不是太近了刚才？ We believe that range-extended electric vehicles, the REEVs, represent a cost-cutting measure against technology and a compromise with the fundamental nature of travel. So I'll say it again. GWM will never make range-extended EVs. GWM's persistence has earned it the highest recognition in the industry. GWM's HI4 is the first vehicle to receive the China Society of Automotive Engineer Science and Technology Award since its inception. The only one, a hybrid system, the grand prize. In 2026, on the ONE platform, our technology will evolve again to create the Super HI4 with a comprehensive upgrade of core components. The system utilizes an 800V or 800 voltage high V electrical architecture, a 2.0T high-efficiency hybrid-specific engine, and a 4-speed hybrid-specific transmission, a 270 kilowatts silicon carbide rear axle, and a large capacity, high energy density battery pack, combined with a full scenario intelligent hybrid electric coordination strategy, taking a D-Class SUV on the platform as an example. With a WLTC combined range of 1,393 kilometers, it ranks first in the world among its peers. Among them, the pure electric range is as long as 363 kilometers. The fuel consumption of 6.3 liters when the battery is depleted is the lowest in the world among its peers. In addition, the acceleration performance of 4 seconds when the battery is depleted and when it's fully charged can cover the power needs of users in all scenarios.
What drives us? Curiosity to explore, passion to discover, thirst for adventure, energizing us to go further. With more courage, we scale new heights within ourselves. With more spirits, we deepen our ties through the moments we share.
Looking after a horse means understanding, not taming. It's all on you now. Thanks, Dad.
Take care of the farm! Enjoy your retirement, Dad!
With more possibilities, we draw strength from the past, inspiring the journey of tomorrow.
Eric? Time to go. I'm in the car. Speed up.
Come on, Mom, why are you doing it to me?
With more love, We nurture those we hold dear, setting them free.
Okay, so you like this place? We're gonna come here most of the night. So, what are you gonna do after that?
Let's make some snowman.
Oh, really? You should try that.
Alex!
With more imagination, we bring our dreams to life together.
That's a nice motto. That's great. I did that many years ago.
And why you stopped?
I asked myself the same question. I really don't know.
Should do it again, man. Good luck!
With more inspiration, we reignite the fire inside. What drives GWM? The power of possibilities, the passion for innovation, the pursuit of perfection, empowering you to go further. GWM, go with more.
GWM, go with more.
What drives us? Curiosity to explore, passion to discover, thirst for adventure, energizing us to go further. With more courage, we scale new heights within ourselves. With more spirits, we deepen our ties through the moments we share.
Looking after a horse means understanding it, not taming it.
Take care of the firm! Enjoy your retirement, Dad!
With more possibilities, we draw strength from the past, inspiring the journey of tomorrow.
Eric? Time to go. I'm in the car. Speed up.
Come on, Mom, why are you doing it to me?
With more love, we nurture those we hold dear, setting them free.
Okay, so you like this place? We're gonna come here most of the time. So, what are you gonna do after that?
Let's make some snowman.
Oh, really? You can try that.
Alex.
With more imagination, we bring our dreams to life together.
That's a nice motto. That's great. I did that many years ago.
And where you stop?
I ask myself the same question. I really don't know.
You do again, man. Good luck!
With more inspiration, we reignite the fire inside. What drives GWM? The power of possibilities, the passion for innovation, the pursuit of perfection, empowering you to go further. GWM, go with more.
GWM, go with more.
What drives us? Curiosity to explore, passion to discover, thirst for adventure, energizing us to go further. With more courage, we scale new heights within ourselves. With more spirits, we deepen our ties through the moments we share.
Looking after a horse means understanding, not pain. It's all on you now.
究竟被人类赋予怎样的定义？
飞进。感觉良好。
不只是一个数字，它是成就，是巅峰，是独一无二的符号。一是开始，是起点，是破旧立新的原动力。一从来不是终点，它是人类不断攀登的野心，只为争一个首屈一指的答案。
横竖撇捺是中国汉字的筋骨脉络。一刀一刻间，万物生。功能单元是汽车工业的技术原点。起承转合里，千钧成。 千年非遗的哲学智慧如何指引前行？技术创新的迭代思维如何突破边界？今天，我们跨越古今，对话千年。让系统如台板般灵动而精准，让配件如字块般独立而鲜活。一车可载千帆客，一平台可用万项旅途。化繁为简，拥抱无穷。长城汽车印刻千年智慧，志行万里征途。
各位央视新闻的网友，大家好，我是王宁。此刻呢，
Hello
我是在
everyone on
浙江瑞
CCTV
安东
News.
源村。
I'm currently
这个村
in
庄因为一
Dongyuan
项古
village,
老的技
Rian
艺
Zhejiang
木
province.
活
This
字印刷
small
术
village
而
is
闻名。
famous for an
作为最大发
Asian
明之一
craft
的印刷
wooden
术，
movable
一直
type
以来
printing.
都
As
捐
we all
赠
know,
华
printing
夏
is
文
one
明
of
的
the
基
China's
因。
four great
而在这个
inventions,
小
and
村
here
庄当中，
there are
至
still
今
more than
仍
20
然有20多
inheritors
位
of the
木活字印
intangible
刷术
cultural
的非遗传
heritage,
承人，
passing
他们
on
在
the
这儿守
historical
住文化，
traces
留住
and
精神。
also the cultural
而
spirits.
今天之所以我能够来到这里，
The
是因为
reason
一
I'm
封
here
邀
today
请函。
is because of
这
the
封邀请函很
invitation
特
letter I'm
别，是用
holding
老
in the
宋体
hand.
印刷出来
It's
的。
quite special
上
because
面
the
说
text：“ inside
尊
is
敬的王宁女
printed
士，
in elegant
尊
song
敬的
typeface.
魏建
It
军
reads,
先生，
Dear Miss
感
Wang
谢
Ning and
谨
Miss
启
Wei Jianjun,
木活
I
字印刷是
respectfully
穿越千年的文明
request that
薪
you
火，
accept this letter.
于
Wooden
方
movable
寸
type
榫卯
printing
间
is a mark
铸
of
就汉清
civilization that has
在木
traveled
箱纸
through
印中
thousands of years,
印刻
forging
华章。
history within the small space of
今天
mortise and
我
panel
们
joints.
特别邀请您来
And
到浙
today
江
we're
瑞安
especially
东
inviting you
源
to
村
Dongyuan
参
village,
与
Rian, Zhejiang
研
province,
学
to
古
participate
典
in a cultural tour
从模块组
from
合
the
的
ancient
古
wisdom
老
of
智慧
modular assembly
到
to the
驱动
technological
未来的
origins that drive the future.
探寻让文明不断
We
焕新
explore
路
the
马，
secret to
在
continuous
记忆
renewal
文
of
化的对话
civilization
中，
lies in the dialogue between craftsmanship and
归元
culture, returning
中
to the
国
origin
木活
and
字
seeing
印
the
刷
new.
研学馆
Respectively presented by the China Movable Type Printing Research and Study Center. Now let's embark on the research and study journey on movable type printing.
王宁老师好。
哎呀，又见面了，
又见面了。
Hello,
特别开心，我们都
Mr.
应
Wei,
邀
it's
请
nice
函
to
而
see you
来啊。
again.
是啊，是啊。
我们一起来
Yes,
踏上一个
we
致
all
敬之
received
旅。
invitation.
那
Let's
长
start
城女士有
our
没有在
tribute
这个致
trip.
敬当中有什么样的
Anything from the GWM that you want to announce?
连续
Well,
做了
actually, last year
10的
we
非物质文化的
have
致敬之旅。
carried out
今天
several
呢，
such
我
trips
们来到
last
这
year
个瑞
that
安
pay tribute
木
to the
活字
cultural
印刷
heritage.
术的
And
发源
this
地。
year we come to the
我们也
origin
受
of
到
the
了这样一
wooden
个启
movable
发，
type
在这个
printing
启发下，我
this
们有了
Rian
新的创新。
County. And we have something new to announce actually, and that's exactly why, upon receiving this invitation, I have to come here paying tribute to this ancient craftsmanship, and where you could also find the renewal and also the power for innovation. Okay, let's push the gate here together and see what power hides behind.
欢迎二位。
Welcome.
非常好，欢迎来到东源村。
Welcome to the Dongyuan County. So we are all here to see the movable type printing. What do you want to share with us? Well, actually, the Dongyuan movable type printing is a national intangible cultural heritage. We invite you to actually pay tribute to movable type printing, and so that more people will know about this precious culture. So over here, this is the workshop for the wooden type printing. you can see the full process of wooden type printing. Now let's please take this road. Okay, let's have a look at one of the 4 great inventions of China. What you see here is the culture of the millennium. So we are talking about movable type printing. Which one is the movable type printing? You can have a guess. Is this the one? Because you can see this one. I know this is the movable type printing. I'm not sure about this. Well, this one is a full piece. It's like you are engraving the characters on a full board, right? So this is the wood block, right? Wood block printing, right? Yes, that's correct. I believe Mr. Wei understands very well about our movable type printing. So this is the wood movable type printing, right? Yes, they are all movable. Yeah, I actually now removed it. So one is a fixed plate, the other one is movable ones. So the essence here is whether the type is fixed or not. So for movable, you can combine them as you wish. Yes. So as long as it's not fixed, it's movable, it means there are vitalities. So this is the major change here, right? You're turning a fixed plate into a flexible, movable plate. And such flexibility is more than just that you can arrange the characters freely. It's also about you can print thousands of books in a very flexible way and spread the culture as the result. Yes, the transformation from the wood block to the movable type printing. So in the past, when it's the wood block, it's very time consuming. However, now with the movable type, you will have a typeface, a type case. You can reuse all those types for the printing. Yes, reusability is also part of the flexibility. So for one, the type is not fixed on the plate, and secondly, you can arrange them, configure them flexibly. You can freely combine all those different characters. And for those wood blocks, you have to engrave the entire plate all over again if you made a minor errors, but you don't need to do this for the movable type printing. Yes, you are hitting on the point. That's why we set up this standard. This is a new standard for us, right? But by looking closely into this, I actually have recited this poem before. This is from Jia Dao. I'm asking the past from a child. So you can see all the characters are printed in reverse, right? I couldn't really recognize very easily. So I want to know how those characters are carved. Yeah, we can see the master here is carving the character right now. What you see here is a national level inheritor who is currently now carving the types. This is one of the processes in the movable type printing. It takes a lot of practices to really be proficient at doing this. Right, you can't afford to make so many errors. Yes, I also believe he has already had the characters in his mind. Yes, for our master, he has already been doing this job for over 50 years. From very young, he was in this industry, but it's very difficult to recognize the characters in their reversed form. Can you recognize any of them? Well, I can recognize this one. I can also recognize this. Can you recognize this one? And this one? How about this one? This is more difficult. It's xiang, think, right? What about this one? I couldn't even identify what this character is. Can you tell me what this character is?
知识的识的繁体字。
One character in 知识识 means knowledge. So it's really difficult to recognize, and also this character is in the traditional Chinese. So we inherit all those characters from our ancestors. So you are carved them in the reversed way, but you are printing the right path, and you are spreading the wisdom of our ancestors. Okay, after we have carved it, what's the next step? Okay, I think this is another famous saying that says that they are always the source of water. This is also something very related to our topic today, is that return to the origin, right? Thank you so much. Okay, from the character carving, let's move on. We have all those different characters. I'm like in an ocean of movable types. How many types are here? We have over 20,000 types here. Let me briefly introduce this to you. So the inheritor here is the provincial inheritor Wu Kuizhao. Nice to meet you. So we have over 20,000 types here. Can you find all those characters right away? Yeah, I know exactly where each type is. Perhaps we can have the master to find out the 4 characters for our main theme first. Yeah, I want to find the Changcheng Guiyuan, the GWM ONE. So could you find these 4 characters for us? Maybe you can't imagine. Do you think how much time does it take for finding out these 4 characters? You can set a timer here. Maybe you can have a guess to see like how much time does it take. Maybe let's say like 1 minute, and let's count down from now on. Okay, let's begin the finding of the 4 characters. Okay, it just takes 16.5 seconds. Okay, let me have a quick check of your answers. Yeah, and exactly the 4 characters we are looking for. Let's make it more difficult. For example, let the characteristics of this platform is 1 vehicle, multiple powertrain, and 1 vehicle, multiple models, and also 1 vehicle, multiple postures. Okay, we have all those characters for you. In total, 15 Chinese characters. I believe that takes several minutes. Let's maybe have a guess of 2 minutes. Well, 16 seconds for 4 characters. Yeah, that's about it. Yeah, there are so many characters here, right? So you have a guess of 2 minutes, right? Yes, that's correct. It's usually 2 to 3 minutes. Yeah, like I just said, you can't even imagine how fast he can find out and locate those types. Yeah, he may sometimes even find those types faster than you type on your laptop, because this is such a huge type tray. I can run faster than him. Maybe you can try to find some types yourself. Yeah, it's not about speed, it's just that there are certain ways in remembering the locations, right? Okay, now let's set the timer on. 1 vehicle, multiple powertrains. Well, Now the master looks very composed.
等一下，等我们吴老师好了以后，然后让我们吴老师再告诉你
So when Master Wu finished, he can share with you the secrets of how he is able to find all those characters, the types, so quickly. There are actually certain acts behind it. Okay, the next sentence is one vehicle, multiple models. If you are to locate the types, it must be very difficult, right? Yeah, they look all the same to me. You can see he can find several types in just one go. The last one is one vehicle, multiply postures. It's just 1 minute. One vehicle, multiple postures. So actually for masters like him, he starts the work from very young. 1 minute 29 seconds. I said 2 minutes is already too much. Okay, the master is now arranging the types in the correct order. So first we have the Changcheng Guiyuan, GWM ONE. One vehicle, multiple powertrain, one vehicle, multiple models, and one vehicle, multiple postures. Okay. Now we have all the right characters here. Could you give us some of the next why our master can find out all those types so quickly? Okay, let's invite Master Wu to share with the next here. So you have a map in your mind? Well, this is these mnemonics that have been inherited from centuries ago. That in total number here is 160 characters. We use this to quickly find out the characters. So for example, the Gui character, it's here. We usually use this neck to find out, because we need to first understand what is the radicals used in this character. Maybe Chang is easier to find, right? Well, they come from a different part, because usually we have inner and outer trace. So for inner trace, we usually put the most frequently used types in the inner trace. For example, the dates, the years, the months, and also the family name of emperors. Those are most commonly used characters. So we do have a library of types for the most common ones, and also a library for the rare characters. Yes, for the inner trace, it's usually located at a very close distance where we would be reach out to them very conveniently. So for example, this sentence reads that the monarch stands in the court, and we have all the marshals and ministers that are all virtuous. You see, there are certain reasons behind, right? Yeah, so that we can remember them easily. If we read them in our local dialect, it sounds even more beautiful. Just like this. Yeah, maybe we should learn about this dialect afterwards. Okay, maybe we can have a look at this mnemonics. We can show this to all our audiences. Okay, here we can see the printed version. Let's have a look at the results here. They are already picked up. We see we have the marriage announcement, We also have the invitation letters. We have the outputs of all different kinds. It seems that generations of generations, we are still making use of the movable type printing, and it's exactly because of all the applications that allows the inheritance to happen. Could you also print out the few characters we selected earlier to see like what it looks like to print in this ancient craftsmanship? Okay, now let's invite the director of the Rian Movable Type Printing Association, Mr. Wang Fawan, to print out for us. So first we are applying the ink. We try to apply them evenly onto the types. In this way, actually, the quality of the printed result very much depends on whether the ink is applied enough or at the proper volume, and whether they are distributed evenly. So first, when we first find out the types from the type case, it's very dry, so it's very difficult to apply inks very evenly. Okay, now we are seeing the printing. This tool is very special, right? Okay, he's now scrubbing these tools onto the wax to lubricate the surface. Yes, this tool is a brush made of the pig hairs. It allows certain shuffles. It's very quick, huh? This is such a wonderful piece of artwork. Let's appreciate the piece of work. It's very different from the ordinary printed work we see in our daily life. I can sense the history, the culture, and also I can't really name my sense here, but it feels so novel. It also has the human touch, and every time you have different results, so people all have their own specific feelings towards each piece of the artwork here. And you can also notice that although it's the same character, but since they are printed in different lines, they look a bit different from each other. Okay, let's move to the next section. So as I mentioned, for the university admission notice, genealogy, and the marriage certificate, they are all printed in this way. And also we have the cultural and creative products. So for example, for marriage certificates, the genealogy, they are all documents to marking the key events in our life. And also the ink will not fade away for at least 300 years. This is very proper or appropriate for printing the martial or marriage certificate. We need to make sure our marriage lasts for 300 years. And actually for employees from GWM, you may also adopt the movable type printing, maybe for your salary. Yeah, we can definitely use more of the movable type printing for the documents within GWM. We can also adopt the typefaces from the movable type printing into the buttons in our cars, so that this Chinese brand vehicle carries more elements of traditional Chinese culture. Do we have any like younger generations who are learning this technology or craftsmanship? Yeah, we do have many young people who are learning the movable type printing. Next, you can move to our classroom of our Gen Z instructors teaching the movable type printing for children. Is it over there? Yes. Thank you so much for your introduction. Okay, dear classmates, when you're applying inks, you don't want it to be too much. You can add a bit ink here, it's not enough here. Nice job. Very nice job. Okay, be careful about the frame. You need to make sure you apply the ink for the frames as well. So when you are applying the inks, you need to hold your hands to stabilize it. Okay, you may continue. Okay, nice to meet you. They say you're a Gen Z, right? I'm actually born in 2001. Why do you come here to teach children about this? Well, I took the job first and then began to love about it because my major in university is broadcasting and hosting. Yeah, you should be my colleague. Yeah, and when I returned to my hometown, I learned that there is a cultural heritage in my hometown, and that's why I like to promote it. And I gradually learn more and gradually love more about these techniques. I sincerely hope that with my efforts, more people would get to know about this intangible cultural heritage. You can see all the costumes of those children and how they are doing this. They are showing respect to this traditional cultural heritage. How many people are learning here? Well, in a year, we have over 20,000 students from kindergarten, primary school, even to university students coming for the study tour here. So for younger children, they just come here for experiencing the printing. But for elder students, we would invite them to pick out the types so that they can have a hands-on experiences of traditional Chinese heritage. Maybe we can have a try as well. Yeah, you can be part of our classroom. Yeah, I always want to learn about the type selection. Shall we pause here and welcome two new classmates, Mr. Wei and Mr. Wang Ning. Nice to meet you. Okay. Now let's read the poem for the mnemonic poems for type selecting. The monarch is standing in the court, and all the ministers are virtuous. And for our ordinary people, they enjoy a beautiful life. And we all live by the riverside. Okay, could you read out the full poem together? The monarch is standing in the court. And all the ministers are virtuous, and all our people are learning the rituals, and we have a peaceful and safe border. We send the plums to our agency and send to our missed ones. And let's send the plums as a gift from the spring in the southern part of China. This journey of paying tribute actually gives us a lot of things to think about. So you have experienced the whole process of type selection and also printing. Which is the moment that touches you the most? Well, the moment that I stepped into the workshop, I can feel right away that for the wood block printing, let's put it in another way, wood blocking printing is like a fixed version of printing, which means it's all fixed on the plate. It's when it's compared with the movable type printing, is something that has it's in the past, it is something that's ever changing. So I think it's such a great invention. That's exactly why today we are here. We want to reignite the traditional culture, and also we have such a great honor of having Mr. Hu Xiaohuai, the Dean of Ruian, the Wooden Type Printing Cultural Research Institute here. Yes, just like you mentioned, you feel so vigorous through the movable type printing. Yes, when we say it's movable, it's about flexibility, about agile, about vigorous. It's just like the one platform. It's very important, the basic idea behind it. Yeah, you are hitting right at the point about the relationship between and your one platform. So after you have took the whole journey, well, first I sincerely admire the inventor of the movable type printing and also all the inheritors for your commitment and efforts in inheriting this cultural heritage. Especially here in the Ruian, this is a village, right? And also the origin of this craftsmanship, right? Yes, this is where we inherit this ancient craftsmanship. Yes, in this village we still see so many people who are still here trying to passing down these ancient skills. So we'd like to pay tribute to all of them. And also after this entire tour, I think for car manufacturing, our mindset is quite similar with the type printing here. Because when you are seeing everything that's happening in front of you, you can feel like everything in the world follows a simple idea. For movable type printing, you are also turning complexity into simplicity. For each and every small type, they are reusable modules. I haven't carefully calculated, but we don't exactly know, like, compared with the wood block printing, how much cost can the movable type printing save, or how much time do we save? Like, for example, finding 15 characters, it takes like 90 seconds to find them. So it's just my feeling that, although we haven't really talked about this, but I can say that it's a efficiency improvement at exponential level. Just like our expert has told us, in the past, for a piece of wood, you can only make one wood block, and now you can make many characters types out of this piece of wood. And also all those mini types, they are flexible, they can be used in multiple scenarios. And also for the wood block, for the wooden board, if you made one tiny era, you have to recarve the whole thing. Yeah, so after you modularized the small types, you can innovate out of this. You can print thousands and millions of new books. And also, if you want to store the wood plate, it's very difficult. If you do not print the book anymore, this piece of wood is of no use. If you want to keep it in stock, it takes a lot of energy and efforts to do that. I think for our ancestors, maybe from 1,000 years ago, they have such a mindset of deconstructing and reconstructing, and also the mindset of innovation. And I also think they follow the first principles. The first principles are already undertaken by our ancestors. Like what they have done in this transformation from woodblock printing to the movable type printing, where they have standardized the process, greatly lowered the cost, and also make sure this luxury of education that's reserved to aristocrats to ordinary people. So this is such a wonderful invention. So with just one type library like this, this is the bridge that connects the traditional culture to the millions of people. And the one platform is just like this, right? Well, actually, when we come to this village, we learned about movable type printing in the textbooks, but when we come to the site here, I have even deeper understanding of this technology. We always emphasize that one vehicle has multiple powertrains with multiple models and also multiple appearances. So let's take the one vehicle with multiple powertrain as an example. In our vehicle, it has 5 to 6 different power systems. In the past, if we are talking about EV, we say that's an EV-specific platform. But for us, our platform is one platform with multiple power systems. It allows the gasoline, diesel, hybrid, plug-in hybrid, and also pure EV. We allow all those power systems to be integrated into one vehicle. Also, we are able to flexibly configure the chassis. We can turn it from a passenger car to an SUV. So this fundamental idea behind the movable type printing is really the same as the one we adopted in our one platform, turning the complexity into simplicity. It's just like when you can print books at a much lower cost, you can disseminate knowledge more easily. Yeah, this is all about lower cost. In the past, it's very expensive when a book is printed in the woodblock printing, but now with the movable type printing, ordinary people can read the books. It's just the same like your one platform, right? Yes. So in the past, the technologies and also the ideas behind the one platform, I talked about the many powertrains integrated into one vehicle. It sounds very complex, but in essence, it's turning complexity into simplicity, because we are not developing all the different platforms for maybe EV specifically or for hybrid specifically. We are integrating all those different power systems into one vehicle, one platform. So this is a process of simplification, and also in this way, more people can enjoy the real benefits of the advancement of technology, and this is also about our key theme here, returning to the origin. So we can actually call the one platform as the movable type printing in the car manufacturing industry. And actually, if you are describing your technology in a very mystical way, this is not the right way of this. For one platform, we are always emphasizing we want to return to the origin. We want to showcase the goodwill of the technology. And by its own, we want everybody can enjoy the benefits from technologies. And that's why I said there are huge similarities between this type printing and our one platform. With the integration of multiple powertrains into one vehicle, we actually expanded our market. And in this way, we can actually allow our vehicles to be adapted to different markets. For example, for the Middle East, for European market, where our vehicles can be adapted to meet the specific demands of the local markets. And with such an integrated platforms, you have a lower cost of fixture and also maintenance, and in this way your car can have a higher value. So I think maybe you can also adopt this way of car manufacturing into your movable type printing, because your idea are quite similar here. With the rules being set here, we are more easily to make innovations. Yes, I think we are inheriting this idea behind. Inheritance is the essence of Chinese culture, and also the movable trade type printing is also the legacy from Chinese culture to the whole world that has greatly promoted the development of the human civilization. So just like Mr. Wei has mentioned, we share so many similarities. For the wooden movable type printing, it changed how the woodblock printing works. We break down the original fixed mindset, and we are now turning to the mindset behind the movable trade type printing. It's just like the one platform. Printing is just one means that's to achieve the idea. It's just like the car is the final product, but the basic idea from all of the manufacturing process is to have this platform that allows flexible configurations. So the car, the platform is just like the type form, right? They are the same. We can allow the different changes of the types. We keep printing new books out of those flexible types, and it's just like your car manufacturing. With this one platform, you can integrate all those different technologies. At least you can have the typefaces or the typecase of frequently used types, right? Yeah. You're hitting right at the point. There are much room for more possibilities. Yeah, the wisdom of our ancestors is very much related to the innovation of the modern industry. Yes, you can see what's behind you. All those characters are arranged in different ways. And that also showcases our ideas of what does it mean by returning to the origin. You can see all the characters here are all the names you have collected from your netizens. I even see the donkey fire, the Liu Huo, from your netizens. Do you have any troubles in finding the best names here? Well, donkey fire is not the mostly voted, because I believe Liu Huo thinks this is a local pastry from Hebei province where we started out, but we think it's not a bad name. Back then, back in our in Hebei province, we use just one wok to cook everything, right? We only have this one wok in our family. We use it to fry, to stew foods, and all different types of dishes. No matter what flavor the dish is, we all cook it into this one wok. And this also related to our return to origin idea. So you may think that donkey fire is not a very good name, but it also resonates with our basic idea here. Yeah, and also we are seeing that we really need to answer to people's real needs, just like that the movable type printing is used nowadays for printing the marriage certificates, admission letters, and so on. Yes, we do need to answer to the real demand of our people. Yes, your one platform is also here to answer the demands that seems impossible to achieve in the past, and then you are making this platform to meet all those demands. Yes, when we are talking about returning to the origin, we are also building a technological ecosystem with our platform. To build such an ecosystem, you first need to have all those different options here. For example, the many different powertrains. But with all those powertrains, power systems, you also need to have a large enough market. For example, you have a global market with all the different user demands across different regions. So for a platform like GWM, the one platform, it has such a high compatibility that allows easy fixation. So as long as we have a large enough market, and with more people owning our cars, then people will feel more rest assured in purchasing the cars from our brand, and they will also have a mind of peace when they're using our vehicles. Because if the vehicle is not sold in a very large volume, you may find a lot of difficulties in maintaining your cars, in reselling your cars. Yeah, I think this also shares something together with the movable type printing. Yeah, like when you are trying to promoting the Chinese culture, right? I think this printing technology also plays a role here, right? Yes, it's more than just a mini type. It bears with it a great idea behind. This idea has played a significant role in the development of the world civilization, because characters marks the start of human civilization, and characters are greatly spreaded with the invention of the printing technology, and that is how we can develop the human society, human civilization in this way. So every time when the human civilization gets involved, we saw the evolution of the printing technologies. So the invention and application of the Chinese printing technology is really the major driver for the global innovation and global civilization. This is the biggest contribution made by our ancestors. No matter it's from the past or from now, we know that the movable type printing is already listed into the UNESCO Intangible Cultural Heritage list. It shows that the whole world has recognized the importance of China's movable type printing and recognized its contributions to the world civilization. So global-wise, we are all talking about how the Chinese or the global civilization evolved. We now see the important role played by the movable type printing. Do we have similar expectations of the one platform? Like with the invention of one platform, we have like a breakthrough or a new idea for the car manufacturing. I do believe we will see such changes here. First, This platform will definitely change the development path of Chinese automotive industry. We are now a major manufacturer of vehicles or cars. We want to be a major power for car manufacturing. We are now going through the electrification. We were building the platform specifically for EVs, and now we have this one platform. So I believe car manufacturing will definitely return to its origin, because car making for any cars is here to serve the people. Right? We invented so many fancy terms and also the exaggerated functions, but in essence, we hope that one platform can meet the demand across all the countries in the world. We have this one foundation that meets all the demand. It's quite similar to the movable type printing, right? Where we integrate all the different technologies, where we meet the demand from the different countries, from different people. Yeah, so the reason you selected this two Chinese character Guiyuan, it really resonates with the Chinese character, with the idea. But what if it's most voted is the 铁锅, the iron wok? Do you want to use it? Well, I would even thank you for this, because this wok, the iron wok, is even better for publicity, for marketing. I don't need to spend that much for marketing because it's memorable. And also this iron wok is such a memorable term, and I can tell a better story out of this. Yeah, actually, the iron wok and the one platform, they actually quite related to each other. Maybe they sound very differently, but they also reflect the same idea, return to the start, return to the origin. This name of the iron wok actually makes the name Guiyuan, the one platform, sounds more familiar, more friendly to us. So we see so many similarities. When we have new products to be announced, we will adopt your idea here. Yeah, we are having the technological innovations all the time, but we always want to come back to the everyday life. So, the one platform in essence is an iron wok, where you bring all the technologies. Yeah, so basically I think the wooden type printing is the same as the GWM vehicle. But that's a huge responsibility for you, right? Yeah, you just say it in this way, but for Ms. Wei, there's a huge accountability for him. Yeah, I definitely think that we could turn the ideas behind the movable type printing to our designs. Sometimes we can turn them into functions. Sometimes we can inherit more Chinese cultures through our products. We can tell a better story of China to our overseas users, consumers. Many people know about the movable type printing. We have also applied for the intangible cultural heritage for great invention, and we are making our due contributions to this. I do believe the GWM users will support us. I sincerely hope that GWM can create a China-specific automotive culture. Now we have the one platform from GWM. What kind of the Chinese imprint you want to leave for the world? Well, my hope is that with this one platform, when you are driving cars, when you think of Chinese cars, you have something more than just like large scale, fast, and cost effective. But what I want is when we talk about Chinese cars, you can think about safe, reliable, and also cost-effective. I hope that for Chinese vehicles, we have the capabilities to provide better products in the long term. So I can definitely say that we already see certain signs like this. Like global-wise, people are now having a renewed understanding of Chinese vehicles. We keep evolving ourselves. I think this is the image we want to leave to the world. You also use this word reliable or trustworthiness. Like when we are talking about movable type printing, we find that it's really important that we have this same level of trustworthiness in your one platform. We also want your platform can be used for at least 300 years. We hope that the one platform will be as solid as a rock. Thank you for your great wishes for us. I sincerely hope that we have this name, the GWM comes from the Great War, and also the one platform also comes from one of the 4 great Chinese inventions, the movable type printing. I should be undertaking this ambitious vision of sending our one platform to the global market, just like the movable type printing, where with this platform, we can better meet the demands of our global users and create better values for them. So also in this journey, we actually checked a lot of histories, and our Mr. Wei has checked very carefully about how the entire process worked. And you also mentioned that maybe in certain designs in the new products, you can adopt the movable type printing, maybe for some buttons. Maybe you also want to collect new ideas from netizens, right? Like which part in a car can make better use of the movable type printing. Yeah, that's definitely no problem, especially for those Chinese culture elements. I do believe our netizens, our audiences, and the users would have even bigger enthusiasm in joining the discussion here. Yeah, so apart from the iron work, we also may have the iron spoon, iron bowl, right? They may come up with all those ideas. Actually, iron bowl is not an active word, it's actually positive. We want to have an iron bowl, the stable source of income, right? Yeah, so the one platform, we want to have more prints from the movable type printing. That's why we printed out these 4 characters with the movable type printing. I believe this would leave a long-lasting impression to all of you. We will have Mr. Wang to print out these 4 words. We now have the national inheritor of the intangible cultural heritage to print out the 4 characters for us, 长城归元 GWM ONE. It also simplifies that with the passing of time, we have the culture being renewed as well. That's why, looking back, although the movable type printing is not fully even, but it has this fragrance of ink, and also it carries more power and weight with it. This is really traditional Chinese craftsmanship. So actually, the work printed out in this way, as long as you have the paper intact, you have the characters there as well.
新的比较深了一点。
给你试一下。
好啊。
Maybe you can try it on yourself.
多刷几次，这样子刷刷刷。
好的，好的，好的。
印刷是刷出来的。
这个叫刷
盖章印下来，盖。
So first you brush it a little bit and then press it. You can brush it yourself.
前一点，会员这边前一点，是会员2个字做大一点。
Start from these 4 characters.
可以了，我们差不多了。
Okay, I think
好
it's about it.
我们拿起来怎么样？看。
Okay, now let's hold it together. See how it looks like.
已经不错了，墨镜。
Looks very good. The ink has already been absorbed. It's of very good quality. This movable type printing has enjoyed a history of 800 years. Now Mr. Wei can carry this piece of characters that has such a strong fragrance of ink. Yes, it inherits the culture, the history. As I mentioned, this is one of the 4 great inventions, and also the entire process is manually done. And you can see those inheritors are making all those pieces of artwork in the origin of this printing technology. So now let's carry the culture with millennia of history. We have this final product of Changcheng Guiyuan, these 4 characters. This journey of paying tribute really leaves a lot of things for us to think about. In this process, what we are sensing is not only better understanding of traditional culture, but also against the current modern backdrop, we can bring this idea into our technological innovation. So with these 4 characters that are printed through the traditional printing technology, we would bring and return the technology to its origin. GWM ONE platform will be later on globally announced. See you later.
Distinguished guests
and viewers watching online, good evening. Welcome to the global launch of the Great Wall One platform. Let's welcome the president of GWM Movable to unveil the GWM ONE platform for us.
尊敬的各位来宾
Distinguished guests, media friends,
还有屏幕前的网友们
and also our viewers online, good evening.
我是长城汽车沐风
I'm Mufeng from GWM.
长城归元
Welcome to the global launch of the GWM ONE platform.
观看了魏总致敬
We just watched Mr. Wei's live streaming paying tribute to the movable type printing. I believe everyone like me felt the power of the excellent traditional culture of the Chinese nation. It's not only the root and the soul of the Chinese nation, but also the source of spirit and also the treasure trove of wisdom driving innovation in our industry. The 4-6 water distribution of Dujiangyan inspired innovation in automotive power energy management. And also the vibrant colors of the Dunhuang murals illuminated the aesthetic inspiration for automotive design. The wisdom of our ancestors is being integrated into modern life in a brand new way, injecting profound cultural heritage into the development of our industry. So just now, we talked about movable type printing. It's one of China's 4 great inventions that utilizes first principles to break down woodblock printing into tens of thousands of reusable, standardized, and movable type units, which are then rearranged and combined using typesetting techniques and molds. This technology reduced printing costs and increased printing flexibility, not only promote the dissemination of knowledge, and also contributed to the transmission of Chinese and human civilization. And the platform we are launching today also draws inspiration from the concept of movable type printing, aiming to break through and innovate while inheriting traditions. In today's automotive market, there are many technologies and products that are innovative for the sake of innovation, mistaking market itchy points for user pain points and technological gimmicks for core competitiveness. But in reality, a car is essentially a means of transportation that serves and protects people. In addition to taking people from point A to point B, it also carries the safety of the entire family in mobility, serves as a safe haven for the entire family and a lifeline for the users. It also involves the purchase, use, maintenance, and the residual value of the vehicle. This cost throughout the entire life cycle of a car are directly related to the user's wallet. Therefore, we firmly choose user value. Break free the shackles of empiricism, solving problems from the essence of user value, and find the certainty here. First, we need to know what is for certain, which is user-centric and also the inherent goodness of technology. With this initial aspiration in mind, we are advancing the research and development of the brand new technology platform, the ONE platform, which includes multiple power sources, AI intelligent agents, biomimetic cultural systems, energy management systems, active and passive integrated safe technology, and innovative materials and processes, and many more. However, to make the platform's concept more user-friendly, we are actually soliciting name suggestions from the public, and finally which selected the 2 Chinese character GWM ONE. It stood out from numerous proposals. All my colleagues and I were immediately impressed because these 2 characters perfectly encapsulated the development logic of our platform, returning to the source and serving users. Gui means to return, Yuan means origin. So Guiyuan means returning to the essence of automobiles as a user's travel tool, grasping the core operating rules of automobiles, safe, reliability, and adaptability to various scenarios, always focusing on the real needs of users and always being user-value oriented. At this moment, I'm standing here to showcase the technical foundation of our ONE platform for the sake of our users' wallets and their lives. We want to show the technological prowess of us. What we want here is to show you our technological accumulation and also return the real value to our users. What are the values our users want? To understand this better, we are breaking down the real mobility data from our users. From preparing the car, driving, parking, and leaving the car, we totally have 5 core stages, and then extracted 5 daily scenarios like commuting, daily life, travel, companionship, and emergency. And finally, we refine them into thousands of specific scenarios. In all those breakdowns, we are also thinking that in the future, if we want to provide the best experience for users in all those scenarios, what capabilities do our platform have to provide? In traditional platforms, we always talk about powertrain, chassis, body, E, domain control, the major 4 sections here. We break them down and reconstructed them. And this is exactly the kind of linear way of thinking. If we cannot jump out of the box, we cannot really achieve the ultimate goal of achieving the optimal solution across all scenarios. So for the one platform, the solution we found is first, for hardware, it has been atomized, software to be labeled, and AI should be natively developed. So after you listen to my breakdown process, you will find that this is exactly how the automotive platform has evolved from woodblock printing to the movable type printing. Let's begin with the hardware. So we break down the entire vehicles into more than 300 reusable components units, such as the electric fuel pump, engine mounts, front subframe, air springs, suspension, and so on. Each component unit is like an independent type. To ensure that every type is consistent in height, interface, ink color, we have built standardized, serialized, and modular interfaces to ensure that they can be freely used across vehicle models and seamlessly collaborate across powertrains and always behave reliably. At this stage, the types have come alive, have been very flexible, but individual types are static, they are isolated. If you want to transform those types into words, sentences, or even articles, you still need to organize, sort them out, and precisely use them. To achieve this goal, we introduced the SOA architecture. So the original components communicated point to point. It's just like two people whispering to each other. But the SOA architecture, on the other hand, speaks to everyone. Here we unify the service semantics for each component and rewrote the communication protocol. You can imagine how difficult this was. Then our engineers affixed over the 2,000 tags to those fragmented, atomized capabilities, integrating them into an intelligent vocabulary that AI can efficiently understand and accurately utilize. This allows for the creation of combined capabilities based on user scenarios such as welcome light language service, intelligent driving decision service, and passenger air conditioning, ventilation, and seat heating services. They are like the independent individual types where we combine them into vocabulary, sentences, and articles. In the era of AI, of course, we as humans do not manually select and combine the types. And that's why we have embedded AI from an upper-level application to a lower-level decision-making, making it a native capability and intelligent foundation for every type. It is now the direct general that manages both the creativity and execution. Therefore, let's use the movable type printing as to summarize the development philosophy for the one platform. First, the type is standardized, breaking the boundaries of car class, energy, and intelligence, making it both flexible and ingenious. Secondly, the type setting is intelligent. AI understands the needs in real time and enables dynamic scheduling. And when movable type that can be reused after thousands of printing, and car modules can also be flexibly reassembled after tens of thousands of tests. This is the common philosophy behind movable type printing and car manufacturing. Let's take the basics as the backbone and change as the winds, grow countless possibilities out of this unchanging logic. And the personalized travel solutions ultimately offered to each user are provided by the one platform's detachable, configurable, and upgradable underlying architecture. This is great GWM's living model manufacturing technique. One of the most revolutionary changes of the One platform is one vehicle, multiple powertrains, which allows for full powertrain adaptation to global scenarios. Globally, current powertrain options are very diverse. Take China as an example. We have such a vast territory, and with all the different geographies, economies, and climates, and that's why we have very different demands. So, for example, in the northeast and northwest areas in China, winter temperatures are very low and the winters tends to be very long. So local users prefer traditional fuel vehicles, but also accept the hybrid vehicles. But for the southeastern coastal area, centered on the Yangtze River Delta and the Pearl River Delta, it has a moderate climate, high population, and a modern urban density and well-developed infrastructure. So for them, they prefer pure EVs. And globally, the difference is even more pronounced. Let me share some figures with you. In 2025, the penetration rate of new EV, new energy car vehicles in overseas markets was only about 15%, less than 1/3 in the Chinese market. In the vast majority of markets, gasoline and hybrid vehicles still accounted for over 90%. And this is mainly because the differences in our geographical, environment, infrastructure levels, and regulation and policies. Therefore, there's no single universally applicable solution for any powertrain strategy. For us, choosing the powertrain strategy is never an either-or gambling for us. We fully respect the choices of every market and every user. Always return to the user's core values and treat every user with sincerity. Therefore, on the One platform, we have achieved compatibility of 5 power forms: the plug-in hybrid, pure electric, hydrogen energy, and fuel. This is one of a kind in the world, and also the one way of the GWM. For each powertrain technology approach, we conduct in-depth analysis and multidimensional analysis, taking into account users' driving habits, travel distance, usage, scenarios, and extreme needs, whether user value power, economy, smoothness, or handling. We strive to make our technology the best it can be and live up to every trust placed in us, so that every user is satisfied. For example, for PHEV users, they usually use it as the primary family vehicle, which they find the charging relatively convenient. It's an ideal choice. That is a fully electric commute while also enjoying the peace of mind on long journeys. So GWM's answer is its HI4 intelligent four-wheel drive hybrid technology. Recently, many friends from the media and also users have been asking me, because last year in the launch of the G9, I said that I will never develop the extended range vehicles. They asked me, have I regretted? Let me talk to you again about GWM's hybrid strategy. The core of Great Wall's or GWM's hybrid architecture is to meet users' needs for driving in all scenarios. So HI4 adopts the hybrid technology roots of front and rear dual motors, and also the parallel, hybrid, and multiple speed. So from the beginning, we set 2 clear technical goals. The primary goal is to achieve optical efficiency across all operating or driving conditions through intelligence switching between the 2 modes. So for example, for common user scenarios in urban low-speed scenarios with frequent stop and go, the series mode can place the engine's operating point in the high efficiency range to the greatest extent, resulting in lower fuel consumption. But in medium to high-speed cruising scenarios, the engine's direct drive operating point is already within the high efficiency zone, and also the energy transmission path is the shortest, resulting in the best efficiency. While for climbing hills at medium to high speeds or overtaking, use just 1 gear can easily cause the engine to operate outside its efficient range. It can also easily revert to series mode due to insufficient power. Therefore, a multi-gear design can further expand the application range of the engine's efficient range. The gears can be adaptively switched according to users' driving scenario so that the vehicle always maintains optimal performance and energy consumption. The second major goal is to achieve worry-free driving in all scenarios through innovative system architecture design. Thanks to the innovative layout of dual motors on the front and rear axles, the front motor has two functions. It can drive and generate electricity and can intelligently switch on demand. With the main drive motor located on the rear axle, the wheels are less prone to slippage, making it easier to utilize the high torque characteristics of the motor. Combined with the power from the front axle, this creates an excellent acceleration experiences for the vehicle. This system actually achieves this 50-50 golden distribution for the load while also enabling four-wheel drive. Combined with our intelligent torque vector control system, it can achieve dynamic distribution of torque between the front and rear axles. This greatly reduced the risk of vehicle slippage and loss of control on low traction surfaces such as rain, snow, and ice, as well as the risk of getting stuck on rough roads such as potholes and mud. In addition to achieving these two major goals, the ingenious layout of the front and rear axle motors, the longitudinal energy-absorbing space in the front cabin has been increased by 44 millimeters, which significantly reduced the risk of intrusion onto the passenger compartment, and also the balanced distribution of front and rear axle loads allows the more even tire wear, effectively extending the tire's services life. More importantly, this four-wheel drive hybrid configuration still maintains the fuel consumption level of two-wheel drive system, truly achieving four-wheel drive experiences with the two-wheel drive energy consumption. So great GWM's HI4 intelligent four-wheel drive electric hybrid architecture is the optimal solution for hybrid systems. Technically, there are no major hurdles in the range-extending route. However, due to the limitation that the engine cannot drive directly, energy efficiency is lost at various stages in medium and high-speed scenarios because the system transmission chain is too long. This is what I have mentioned at the launch event for the new G9. First, the engine drives the generator to rotate and generate electricity, converting mechanical energy into electrical energy. Then through the generator's controller, the electrical energy is transmitted to the driver motor controller battery DC-DC converter. The drive motor controller then transmits the electrical energy back to the drive motor, which in turn converts the electrical energy back into mechanical energy. Finally, it's transmitted to the wheels through the main reducer and differential. The efficiency is much lower. We have tested it out that the efficiency is at least 13% lower than direct drive. So we have every reason to believe that range-extended electric vehicles represent a cost-cutting measure against technology and also a compromise with the fundamental nature of travel. So I'll say again, GWM will never make range-extended EVs. GWM's persistence has earned it the highest recognition in the industry. GWM's Hi4 is the first vehicle to receive the China Society of Automotive Engineer Science and Technology Award since its inception, the only one a hybrid system, the grand prize. In 2026, on the ONE platform, our Hi4 will evolve once again. With the technology, we will create the Super Hi4. With the comprehensive upgrade, the system utilizes an 800V high-voltage electric architecture, a 2.0 turbo high-efficiency hybrid-specific engine, a 4-speed hybrid-specific transmission, a 270 kilowatts silicon carbide rear axle, and large capacity high energy density battery pack. Compared with a full-scale scenario, intelligent hybrid electric coordination strategy, taking a D-class SUV on the platform as an example, with a WLTC combined range of 1,393 kilometers, it ranks the first in the world among the peers. Among them, the pure electric range is as long as 363 kilometers, the fuel consumption of 6.3 liters when the battery is depleted, and also the acceleration performance of 4 seconds for both when battery is depleted and when battery is fully charged. They can cover the power needs of users of all scenarios. This is the hybrid architecture that truly achieves all scenario performance without any shortcomings. You could say that GWM High-4 PHEV is not only the best in China, but also the best in the world. Let's take another look at our super hybrid PHEV through a video. Please look at the big screen. Next on, I want to talk a bit more about the HEV from GWM. To address the uneven distribution of charging infrastructure globally, we have the High-4 HEV version based on the ONE platform so that we can offer a worry-free hybrid solution for users worldwide. HEV, it provides high performance and low fuel consumption without the need for charging, allow for superior travel experiences that transcends geographical limitations. As user demands for intelligent technology intensifies, traditional hybrid technology has actually stagnated for the past 30 years. Although the electricity merely serving as an auxiliary force and its function limited to the driving level, gradually becoming out of touch with the intelligent era. GWM has deeply integrated the full-stack technology of PHEV into its HEV architecture, realizing a shift from electric assistance to electricity as the primary through the application of high-capacity power battery packs. GWM's High-4 Super Hybrid HEV has achieved 3 major breakthroughs. First breakthrough in performance, 5-second acceleration comparable to PHEV, continuous overtaking acceleration, and almost no power loss. Second breakthrough in energy consumption, more precise fuel saving in various scenarios. In certain cases, the fuel consumption reduced by up to 14.4% to traditional HEVs. And third, breakthroughs in experiences. The new energy vehicles with the same level of intelligence, featuring intelligent features such as rest, external discharge, and sentry mode. So I can say that GWM's Super Hybrid HEV actually reshapes the core value of hybrid technology by addressing fundamental user needs and ushering the 2.0 era for hybrid technology. When I was talking about the hybrid vehicles, you may think of gasoline first, right? However, let me talk about diesels, because global-wise, many users may have the needs of towing, off-roading, and fuel efficiency, they still have the habit of using diesel. So here I have a major spoiler for you. GWM is about to launch a revolutionary diesel hybrid technology, bringing in an unprecedented hybrid revolution to diesel users worldwide. Some people may ask, why do we develop diesel for hybrid power? Well, we all understand that in terms of power, the diesel system has the characteristic of high torque and a strong towing capacity, while it has the shortcomings. So when we talk about the diesel engine, we never mention about its acceleration for 100 kilometers. But now, we have improved the 0 to 100 kilometers, and now our acceleration time by 40%. More importantly, from an economic perspective, diesel engines utilizes technology route compared because it uses the compression ignition, ultra-high compression ratio, and lean combustion, so it has a higher charging efficiency and more efficient combustion. This gives a natural advantage in thermal efficiency compared to gasoline engines. Furthermore, their high efficiency range is wider than that of gasoline engines, and diesel hybrids can completely lock the engine's operating point within this high efficiency range, leading to lower overall fuel consumption. Compared to the gasoline hybrids of same level, combined fuel consumption is reduced by 9% and urban fuel consumption by 15%. Here's something to look forward to. In March this month, we will invite the first batch of users to participate in the in-depth test drive of the diesel hybrid vehicles, and then I will give you the performance parameters and actual test data. Then for the BEV, users, you will mainly use the vehicle for daily commuting, so the core concern is still about electrical safety. So first, we have made 14 technological innovations within the battery system, deeply integrating 4 dimensions that are mechanical protection, electrical isolation, thermal runaway prevention, and real-time sensing. We designed an impact resistance I-shaped safety architecture, a flame retardant nano-insulating coating, and a puncture resistance 6-layer bottom armor. Meanwhile, we have also laid a smart skin on the bottom of the battery. When you are driving a BEV, if you have some unavoidable scratch to the chassis, this smart skin will immediately remind you via the vehicle system or short messages whether the battery is damaged. Compared with the T+0 millisecond level big data early warning and monitoring system with the active and passive integration, it will identify potential safety hazards throughout the entire life cycle. So on top of the safety, we have also designed a super BEV architecture on the ONE platform. We have the 900 voltage high voltage architecture and also matching the self-developed 6C battery cells. We have not only achieved a pure electric range of over 660 kilometers, but also a peak charging power of over 600 kilowatts. It can be charged to 80% in just 10 minutes. It just takes 10 minutes. These top-tier capabilities directly address the long-standing problems of range, anxieties, and charging weight for BEV users. Some may argue that to achieve an ultimate pure electric vehicle experience, we need to have a dedicated pure electric platforms. However, we believe that for a pure electric platform is a flawed concept. What truly determines the upper limits of a pure electric experiences is never how you label the platform, but rather the fundamental technology, if you can integrate the technologies. So the One platform proves with its strength that ultimate power does not need to start from scratch. It should be the natural result of the native architecture. In addition to the aforementioned power sources, and due to uneven global economic development, many users still have needs for low prices, convenient refueling, and adaptability to complex road conditions. Therefore, more than 60% of users worldwide still rely on the traditional fuel vehicles. We fully respect and serve such a large user group. GWM's One platform is also compatible with a complete range of gasoline and diesel powertrains. The gasoline engine lineup ranges from 1.5, 2.0, 3.0 T V6 and 4.0 T V8, while the diesel engines have this range like 2, 2.4 and 3.0 liter turbo. In the future, we will continue to optimize the efficiency and performance to provide a better driving experiences for users around the world. And then the carbon neutrality. We talked about this idea for a long time. We never doubt about such a carbon neutral society to come true, and that's why GWM has also developed a hydrogen energy technology roadmap and has built a complete R&D system and industrial chain capabilities, which includes the key technologies such as fuel cell stacks, membrane electrode assemblies, and Type 4 hydrogen storage cylinders, all of which have been independently developed and have reached international leading levels. GWM will also innovatively design a strong hydrogen and a strong electricity hydrogen hybrid architecture on the One platform, providing a more forward-looking ultimate solution for future mobility. All the powertrain options mentioned above are developed using a modular approach. By matching different core components such as engine, transmissions, electric exhaust batteries, and electronic controls, we can achieve a powertrain combinations that amounts to over 100 in a matrix style that can really achieve to meet the powertrain needs of different markets, vehicle platforms, to truly realize the vision of one platform, multiple powertrains born for the world. The One platform has another core idea, which is the empowering by the native AI system. Over the past century, the automotive industry has been pushing the limits of physics. We are always looking for faster, more stable, and safer experiences. Today, we want more than just a robust chassis, a powerful engine. We also need to have the power of AI. So today we are talking a lot about a platform under the AI era. So on top of the demand for chassis power, rapid evolution of intelligence, we can have even more comfortable driving experiences. So on top of all those demands, we see the evolution of AI. Cars now also have more apps, just like your mobile phones and tablets. We have more complex driver assistance interfaces as well. Such technological development not only brings us better and more diverse experiences, but also greatly increase the complexity of the system and the difficulty for users to learn and understand how to use them. However, cars, in essence, should serve people. They should not be there to creating difficulties for the human being. So by empowering them with the native AI, we can greatly reduce the difficulty for using the cars and making cars truly easy to use. So native AI is a groundbreaking milestone, enabling AI to truly permeate the entire vehicle and achieve human-like perception, decision-making, and execution. In fact, a year ago we have already released ASL, the Spatial and Language Intelligent Agent. It can use a 3D dimension to cover the inside and outside of the car. It can see, hear, perceive, and understand the world. And it's more than that. It can converse just like a human, remember, have common sense, understand the hotspot events, and even initiate conversations just like a human being. 1 year later, ASL 1.0 has already been launched, but more excitingly is that, based on this foundation, we have created the first native AI agent in the automotive industry, officially launching the One platform to the ASL 2.0 era. Actually, the native AI intelligent body from GWM has integrated the fourth generation of electronic and electrical architecture, the Coffee EA 4.0, and also our world's first dual VOA large model and a bionic motion control system. So this intelligent agent is a large language model driven intelligent agent. It interacts with users through natural dialogue, translating users' needs and intentions into complex scenario-based and professional task packages so that it can control the car on behalf of the users and actively learns and remembers users' preferences from users' feedback, so that it can provide personalized and proactive services. If we compare the native AI agent to a real human, then the Coffee EA 4.0 is more like our nervous system, responsible for connecting the brain, cerebellum, and limbs, capable of issuing commands and also provide real-time feedback. This AI OS is exactly the brain here. It supports the operation of the entire intelligence system. The dual VLA large model is just like the brain's thinking method, determines the vehicle's IQ and also the EQ. And also its motion control system it carries is the cerebellum, responsible for motion control, making sure that every movement of the vehicle is more stable, more accurate, and more like a real experienced driver. Now let's start with the nervous system, Coffee EA 4.0. It adopts a central computing plus regional control approach so that the vehicle body, chassis, cabin, and driver systems are completely connected with the regional controllers, unifying the computing power and resources from all those different parts, making it easier for the operating system, making our brains to more flexibly schedule vehicle functions and realize more complex intelligent scenarios. And then the brain, the AI OS, this in-vehicle system. We are talking about the multi-modality perception, autonomous decision-making, and also the multi-agent collaboration capabilities. We are breaking them down into multiple dedicated subsystems, deeply embedding them into the operating system. This is how we create a brand new AI OS in-vehicle system, so that we can bring the AI capabilities from the surface to the system's core. It's just like the blood flowing in your body. It's a true intelligence, and true intelligence must be built in instead of as an add-on function. AI is native, reusable across all domains, fully scheduled, and globally collaborative. So how does the brain work? Then this relies on the VLA system I mentioned. This is a combination of the VOA and the world model. So it can assist the driving with the real-time perception, thinking, and execution. It also understands the driving conditions and understand the fundamental principles of driving, so that the car can have the common senses and intuition of a very experienced driver. So on the road, it can not only drive, but also it learns to fear, just like an experienced driver. So when there's any blind spot risks, it slows down first and explore the road. It must be emotionally stable, avoid sudden braking and swerving to resolve potential dangers. The VLA space, the major task of it is to emphasize. It should not only understand your words but also read your expressions, so that it understands the needs, the different emotions of every people. When you say something like romantic, it can automatically adjust the lighting, music, seats, and skylight without needing us to flip through menus or even read the manuals. Moreover, it can perfectly match your preferred lighting brightness, the color of the ambient light, the singer's style, and the most comfortable seat positions, even the starry sky, to the level that you prefer the most. So when we talk about VLA, they have their own expertise. They can recognize cars, peoples, and events, and also they can memorize them all. They can fully understand what's happening in the current environment and constantly summarize and reflect. It's just like you having this professional team composed of driving experts, service stewards, and safety consultants. The VOA from the One platform is the world's first full-scenario intelligent agent cluster. But in front of you, it always presents itself as a simple, reliable car partner who understands you. At the same time, it can also integrate external ecosystems such as AR glasses, smart headphones, drones, camping lights, child seats, and smart home devices, so that you don't feel there's a change between inside and outside the car, bringing you this silent and subtle companionship. Next, I'll talk about the cerebellum part of this intelligent agent that controls the movement, which is how the native AI of the One platform makes the car drive even better. We have broken down the data silos between the powertrain, chassis, and intelligent driving system and launched the world's first biomimetic motion control system, setting a new benchmark for vehicle handling. Every emergency maneuver of a vehicle takes tests not of a single component or part, but the overall coordination of the vehicle. It's just like when you suddenly slips while working on the snow. It instantly mobilizes your arms, torso, and legs to coordinate and maintain the balance. At that time, we don't have any time to think. We can solely rely on our instinct. So this one platform gives the car this instinct, making the controlling of actions more precise. So for example, when an assisted driving system anticipates a risk, it doesn't just rely on the brakes to react. It combines your driving habits and reacts in milliseconds. It simultaneously stiffens the suspension and subtly adjust the rear wheel direction to make braking more stable and prevent skidding. Before you even realize the danger, it quietly engages the brakes and steering to pull the vehicle back onto a safe track. All those actions take place so fast that you cannot even feel such an invention occurred, but they can effectively avoid the risk. Moreover, these are not simply just concepts. Those capabilities have already been demonstrated on the test track and roads. The next video shows a real-world test of the vehicle. Please check the video now.
车辆胎压异常，请停车检查。车辆胎压异常，请停车检查。
接下来，我们再讲一
Now,
下硅源平台的
let's discuss
安全
about
核心
the security innovations of the ONE
安全
platform.
被动安全。以前我们总是分开去说这个事儿。
Active and passive safety, we always talk about them separately, but we have broken down these boundaries so that these two can deeply integrate.
咱们撞了以后再说。
Instead of taking actions after the collision, we start with the anticipation and provide the protection. This is how the ONE platform can safeguard users' life.
被动安全融合，
So our insistence on the integration of active and
就
passive
是因为真实事故永远
safety
不会按我们
stems
以前
back
建造的
from the fact that real-world accidents don't follow any scripts or plots. So, for example, if we have a truck rear-end collision is anticipated while driving at high speed, the system can adjust the airbag deployment strategy in advance via VLA. In zero-gravity seats, when in a reclined position, radar detects an approaching collision and adjusts the backrest angle before impact, restoring the passenger to a safe seating posture and reduce the risk of injury. And furthermore, during emergency braking, the body leans forward significantly due to inertia. The distance between you and the steering wheel, which was originally about half an arm's length, may decrease by another third after braking. So if a collision occurs at this time, the risk of injury will greatly increase.
为了更加深入的
So
研
to
究
conduct
主动减
a
速
more in-depth study of the active deceleration and collision test scenario, we have not only independently constructed a validation environment for real-world scenarios, but also we try to address this issue that the accuracy of traditional dummies in simulating active intervention is far below our expectations. That's why we have already been developing the world's first active-passive integrated dummy that supports continuous operation condition validation. This allows for the simultaneous reconstruction of the body's forward movement during active vehicle deceleration and the full stage during the subsequent collision, achieving for the first time a full process physical validation from prediction and intervention to protection, truly establish a collaborative closed loop for active and passive safety. Safety standards doesn't have a perfect measure. They only require continuous improvement. That is our attitude.
所以，安全
So regarding security, you can always trust the GWM.
安全
Security is a matter of life and death for every one of our users. So we have to care about. And at the same time, we also want to help everyone to protect your wallet, right? So earlier in the live streaming, Mr. Wei mentioned that the movable type printing can quickly adapt to the different printing needs for different content and formats. And in this way, it greatly reduced the printing cost, making books more affordable and accessible to more people, promoted the popularization of knowledge, facilitated the inheritance of human civilization. The ONE platform is also like the movable type printing. We try to achieve the same effect based on the ONE platform. We plan to launch 5 major power forms, 7 categories, and more than 50 global models covering power layouts from non-loading bearing to load-bearing structures, from traverse to longitudinal engines, and all levels of vehicle from A-class to E-class. We build a series of vehicles like the urban SUVs, general off-road SUVs, strong off-road SUVs, pickups, MPV, and so on in the future. GWM also produced the world's first physical AI intelligent vehicle. Based on this ONE platform, GWM will complete the product strategy upgrade from single-point breakthrough to full area leap, making the One platform the super matron of the great GWM in the future. What are the benefits of doing all this? Well, the One platform enables highly universal intelligent hardware. It allows users of gasoline and hybrid vehicles to enjoy a high level of intelligence, essentially the same as the new energy vehicle users. This is GWM's latest contribution to global users representing the Chinese automotive industry. Our team is doing everything we can to improve the compatibility of our product. From the global scale, production efficiency, and logistic efficiency improvements, we have this goal to make sure that the next generation of models not only highly reliable but also less expensive to purchase. And building on this, we are also having this going global with our ecosystem, which includes the production bases and supply chain systems in multiple locations around the world. Components and parts are no longer scarce and prices are more affordable. High reliability, low cost, and abundant parts supply offer our users another hidden benefit, which is the higher resale value. When you want to change your car, the less you lose, the more you earn. We believe that a truly good car should make people no longer have to worry about making ends meet. Having said all that, let me summarize our One platform for you. As the world's first native AI-powered vehicle platform, One is born globally and adopts an atomic structure to achieve the car manufacturing movable type printing. In terms of powertrain, it's the world's first and the only one that achieved the all-powertrain platform compatible with 5 major powertrain types: plug-in hybrid, pure electric, hydrogen, fuel cell, and gasoline. And then in terms of intelligence, it's the world's only automotive native full-stack intelligent agent, giving cars native AI capabilities. It also features the world's first bionic motion control system, achieving precise control responses through intelligent collaboration. Furthermore, through the integration of active and passive safety, it provides comprehensive safety protection from prediction to protection. So the One platform is more than just a car manufacturing philosophy, but also how GWM understands the world. These models, anchored by R&D in China global synchronization, with enter core markets in Eurasia, the Middle East, Latin America, Asia Pacific, and Africa, so that global users can experience the strengths of Made in China. Let's learn about GWM's globalization journey through a video. Actually, you may want to ask, why is only the GWM that can create such the One platform? The answer is quite simple. It's because GWM has its own ecosystem. This is also the self-developed technology. The automotive industry is all about the systemic capabilities. You want to have a platform with native AI-powered or powertrain or vehicle control units needs to be integrated into a unified whole, unifying all internal controller resources and solutions. Especially in core technology areas such as powertrain and chassis, which are currently monopolized by international suppliers, It is essential to master the entire stack to achieve optimal matching and break down existing technological barriers and ecosystem boundaries. This is the core logic of our own things are better to use. That is the core idea behind this. For many years, we have consistently invested billions in R&D, in building top-tier laboratories and team of over 23,000 engineers, from the core R&D to manufacturing processes and the algorithms. We want to make sure we control the entire chain in-house. Transfers, longitudinal, gasoline, diesel engine, battery motors, electric vehicles, hydrogen fuel systems, as well as air springs, steer gears, chassis, seats, cockpit domain controllers, intelligent driving domain controllers, ultrasonic radar, millimeter wave radar, and then to audio, air conditioning, thermal management, lightning seals. These are the core areas of power, chassis, and intelligent systems. Encompasses more than 150 key components. They are all developed and researched by GWM ourselves. Thanks to years of technological accumulation and the collaborative efforts in our one ecosystem has been established today, giving us confidence to simplify complexity and reach user directly. So in fact, the One platform is more than just a simple technological upgrade, but also a serious response to user needs. Behind this lies our unwavering adherence to the 3 no's. We don't boast about flashy or impractical features because we understand that the value of technology lies not only how catchy the hype is, but in whether it can accurately match the needs of users. We do not compromise on safety. This is the bottom line, because we understand that the essence of travel is not about the parameters, but make sure that every journey is safe and secure. We do not betray the trust of our users because the original intention of technology is inherently good, has never changed. We cherish every penny our users spend and respect every trip they take. The beginning of all things is simple. It's the same for car manufacturing. We always need to return to the essence. This is the true innovation. We hope that with our One platform, every user can sense that technology can be simple. It can be simple enough to precisely match every one of your journey, and actually travel can be worry-free. So much so that you don't need to pay for redundant functions or worry about potential risks. This is our original aspiration, and it's always GWM's commitment. Moreover, this is a firm commitment from GWM to every user worldwide. Okay, now let's turn our attention back to the paying tribute to the movable type printing live streaming. Thank you so much for coming back to the Rian village. Now the One platform has formally launched. So from the wisdom of the movable type printing and also the launch of the One platform, it's a journey that transfers across millennia. What are the things you want to share with us the most? So coming to the site here and have this taste of this traditional Chinese culture that has lived, that has been passed down for centuries. I think the wisdom behind is really impressive. It further makes us sure that for those great traditional culture, we need to transform them in an innovative way and develop them further. We like to be the inheritor of Chinese culture in the car manufacturing industry. We can put it in this way. We have so much confidence from this journey. It's the same. Let's just keep on the good work. So today, we have been following the inheritance of the National Intangible Cultural Heritage to experience this culture. At the very end, we have a gift for Mr. Wei. Let's take a look at this gift. Let's invite Mr. Wang Chuanqiao to come to the stage. So this is the 16 letters we have just carved out. Return to the origin, and one foundation for all changes, and also be wise as a rock, and trust reaches to all directions. These 16 letters carries so much weight. Maybe we can explain this part a bit more. Returning to the origin means about your platform, and one foundation for 1,000 transformations is also the essence of your platform, and also the wisdom stable as a rock. This is commitment of the one platform, and trust reaching all corners means that trust is also important for you to have a long-standing success. Thank you so much for this. We will always make sure that we follow the 16 words. In doing things, we return to the essence. In being a person, we always stick to our own moral standards, and we will work hard, keep the good work. So in the Baoding dialect, we will just do it. And we sincerely hope that the GWM can represent Chinese automobiles and carry Chinese culture to the world. Let's start our GWM journey, the one journey from now on. Goodbye, everyone.
What drives us? Curiosity to explore, passion to discover, thirst for adventure, energizing us to go further. With more courage, we scale new heights within ourselves. With more spirits, we deepen our ties through the moments we share.
Looking after a horse means understanding it, not taming it. It's all on you now.
Thanks, Dad.
Take care of the farm! Enjoy your retirement, Dad!
With more possibilities, we draw strength from the past, inspiring the journey of tomorrow.
Eric! Time to go! I'm in the car! Speed up!
Come on, Mom, why are you doing it to me?
With more love, we nurture those we hold dear, setting them free.
Okay, so you like this place? We're gonna come here most of them, right? So, what are you gonna do after that?
Let's make some snowmen.
Oh, really? You can try that.
Alex!
With more imagination, we bring our dreams to life together.
That's a nice motto. That's great. I did that many years ago.
And when you stopped?
I asked myself the same question. I really don't know.
You should do it again, man. Good luck!
With more inspiration, we reignite the fire inside. What drives GWM? The power of possibilities, the passion for innovation,
Where do we go,
the pursuit of perfection, empowering you to go further. GWM, go with more.
GWM, go with more.
What drives us? Curiosity to explore, passion to discover, thirst for adventure, energizing us to go further.